Welcome to the fucking show.
Sell drugs, whether we're going to run numbers, whether we're going to steal cars, whether we're going to hustle credit cards. The purpose of a gang is to help black men find employment. And sometimes the only employment that the gang can help the brothers find is illegal employment. So from a certain perspective, the United States government is responsible for black gangs having ever been created, because if you never created the economic destitution, that is gripping the black community, there would have never been a need for gangs. Facts. So, what we need to do, Baltimore City, I love you. Please don't ask Donald Trump to come in and save your black on black crime problem. Chicago, Illinois, I love you. Please don't ask Donald Trump to come in and solve your black on black crime problem. If you force Donald Trump to bring in the National Guard, if you force Donald Trump to hire more police, if you force Donald Trump to bring in the army, I'm telling you, the only thing that's going to happen, we're going to have more Trayvon Martins. We're going to have more Freddie Grays. We're going to have more Michael Browns. We're going to have more Sandra Blands. We're going to have more Tamir Rices. We're going to have more Amadou Diallos. We're going to have more Philando Castiles. We're going to have more Alton Sterlings. The only thing that's going to happen if y'all keep on begging Donald Trump to solve a black on black problem is you're going to get more police extermination of black people. That's the only thing. White people don't like you. White people don't care about you. Why are you asking them to come in and solve your problem? But let me tell you what you can ask the president to do. You can ask the president to put the industrial building trade programs back in the high schools. You can ask the president to hire black men as teachers. You can ask the president to put some factories in the black community so our black men can go back to work again. You can ask the president to get rid of these racist white police and hire black men in their place. You can ask the president to open up the recreation centers and the community centers and offer our children more programs than just basketball and football. Do you understand me? You can ask the president to eliminate the FHA and scattered site and Section 8 requirements that women cannot allow men in their homes if they have felony records. That's what you can ask the president to do. You can ask the president to give the black community an economic stimulus package in the form of jobs, just like Barack Obama gave Wall Street an economic stimulus package, okay, and bailed them out. If Barack Hussein Obama can bail out Wall Street with $1 billion economic stimulus plan, why in the hell can't President Trump bail out the black community with $1 billion economic stimulus plan? You don't ask the people who created the violence to solve the violence. You don't ask the people who created the violence to solve the damn violence. Listen, the mother of all violence is miseducation. The father of all violence is economic castration. The mother of all violence is miseducation. The father of all violence is economic castration. You don't give me a decent education, and then you take from me any opportunity to earn bread and butter for my family, I have no choice but to break the law. And I'm going to kill, and I'm going to steal, and I'm going to do whatever I have to do, because deep down inside, I believe that if this country cared about me, I believe if my community cared about me, they would have looked out for me, and they would have done something. They would have put some sort of program together to give me an opportunity to earn a decent living. Violence cannot be separated from the economic climate. Half the black men in America are unemployed. In Baltimore City, 75% of black men are unemployed. In Chicago, Illinois, over 65% of black men are unemployed. Why aren't we talking about jobs? Why aren't we talking about industry? Why aren't we talking about employment? Why aren't we talking about skill programs? Why aren't we talking about the white racist labor unions in every city, the white racist labor unions in every city who systematically keep the percentage of black men who get trained to be skilled laborers at a minimal low, and then they hire white boys in maximum numbers with black people's tax dollars? Something has to be said about the racism in America's labor unions, with which the United States government is complicit by not making these white racist labor unions. Let's look at the electrical union in Chicago. Let's look at the plumbing union in Baltimore. Let's look at the carpentry union in Chicago. Let's look at the Siemens union in Baltimore. How many black men are they hiring with our tax money? How many black women are they hiring with our tax money? When are we going to talk about the white racist labor unions who are not training and hiring black men, even though the government keeps on giving them contracts? Don't keep pointing the finger at my brothers. Don't keep pointing the finger at my brothers. We don't need no more damn cops. Have y'all done your research, Baltimore? Have you done your research, Chicago? What is the relationship between an influx of police and a reduction of violence? What is the relationship between an influx of police and a reduction of violence? And guess what the relationship is? It is a zero. It is a zero. Hiring police does not reduce violence. Hiring police does not reduce violence. Hiring police does not reduce violence. The only thing that hiring police does is give more white people jobs. The only thing that hiring police does is give white people jobs to move into Chicago and move into Baltimore and move into all of our other city centers and buy up the black houses from black homeowners and help the banks raise up the property rate and push black people out of their own damn city. Isn't it interesting that most of the police in black communities are white, even when the black community is predominantly black? Isn't it interesting that most of the police in the black community are white, even when that community is predominantly black? And you got unemployed black men with college degrees, unemployed black men with college degrees, no prison record, who would have no problem becoming a police officer in their own neighborhood. Millions of black men, unemployed, college degrees, no prison record, who would love an opportunity to police and protect their own neighborhood. Why in the hell aren't you giving them jobs? Okay? 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 Don't tell Trump to deal with the violence. Tell Trump to deal with the causes. Causes. My great ancestor Frederick Douglass said, we keep on striking at branches. Rarely do we strike at the root of problems. The Honorable Frederick Augustus Washington Bailey said, we keep on striking at the branches of problems. When do we strike at the root? Strike at the root. Don't tell him to come in and stop violence. Tell him to come in and address the causes. The causes.